Welcome to Chats Around the Kitchen Table. Harriet, Pippa and Julie will be sharing honest conversations about life, spirituality and whatever wants to be spoken today. We'll be talking about what we do and love amongst the realms of spirituality, life and truth. One common intention to share what has helped us along our path in living a healthier, happier and more fulfilling life. Welcome. Welcome. We are recording. Here we go. So we're live on Facebook and this is recording. And Harriet's making the tea.
We could have done with iced
tea, but we've got iced water, haven't we? Have you got enough mats there? Yeah. So how are we, ladies?
Very good. Had an interesting start to the week, which I will wait. I haven't told you guys.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
It's not really exciting. It was pretty awful, to be fair.
Oh no.
But there's always a but.
When do we get to hear?
Well, we have to do the cards first, don't we?
Yeah. It made me see how all this stuff, everything that I do, really helps.
Ah.
So it's really positive after a negative.
Yeah. You know, I've had a month of firsts, and I'll tell you about them as well. Doing things I never thought I'd do. Manifested something that I wanted, but did it come in the way I thought? No, but I still got it. So there we go.
Love that.
So, Harriet's on the cards.
I'm on the cards.
You are. You've got them in your hand.
It's on the cards and has Father Christmas on her mug.
Yay!
To confuse everybody.
Father Christmas is not just for Christmas, it's for every day. Like fairy lights, like spirituality, like friendship, like, don't know.
Perfect. I love that.
What else do
If
we
I just
need?
get you to look here, you're almost out of shot. Look, if you look at
that's
this
perfect.
back, well, no, it's not. You need to come. That's because that camera's slightly. But
Right, I'll just take my
take
card.
your card, and you'll have to shuffle in a minute. Ooh.
Am I in enough?
No, but that you're in. But I don't know. We need to twitch that camera up there,
This
but
one?
we dare we touch it.
This one?
Right, I've got the Four of Cups.
I'll
Really
just
excited
leave.
about this.
Four of Cups. There we go. Should I show everybody the Four of Cups? Oh,
Better?
yeah, that is much better. The Four of Cups, interesting. So what you're seeing at the moment, the Page of Pentacles is the first one that we pulled, which we always put as our like key card, if you like. That's just us doing new energy, I think. But what does your Four of Cups say to you?
Four of Cups. Cups is about feeling and flow and love. Four is a nice stable number, so before I look at the picture,
That's your background.
I've got a
yeah?
nice stable foundation of things that I love in my life, things at work, how I'm feeling, but she's bored. She's bored and there are 3 cups stacked to one side and she's not even looking at her cups. And then the cup that someone's offering her, the 4th one that's coming into the picture, is filled with rainbow, glitter, gold, everything you could possibly want. But there's no focus on that. So
interesting. How does that fit into your life then,
how does
Harriet?
that fit into my life? Come back to
Oh, it might be upside
Oh,
down.
you turn the other way round, yeah, 'cause that's upside down. There we go. Perfect. So I also, I mean, yes, I do totally agree with everything you said there, but in a reading, I would say to somebody, don't be too busy looking ahead to miss what's beside you. Or look ahead. It can be either the fours, I think that can be either, can't it? Actually, if you're concentrating on this, you need to look ahead or the other way around.
Well, I'd like that. If I'm choosing for myself, I choose the looking ahead.
Looking ahead. Yeah. Maybe you've been doing that pot for a long while. It's starting to sparkle. What else do you want to bring in?
Oh, thank you, Julie. That sounds so bad. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be avoiding. No, I'm not going to give that. I'm not going to give that to myself. So I'm going to a festival this weekend. I leave tomorrow. I'm driving to Dorset.
Nice.
There's no music involved in this festival. It's a realisation festival.
Oh my goodness.
And because I wouldn't be able to remember how to explain it, I have looked it up. So bear with me. A gathering for the soul in the stunning surroundings of St Giles House, Dorset. Apparently Lord Shaftesbury, whose house it is very into being being generous with his land. Talks and walks, music and food, contemplation and imagination come together to create room for intellectual, spiritual and physical nourishment. Wow. To support, this is a bit I'm interested in, to support personal and social change and nurture expansive and understanding. Okay. Is that my 4th cup?
So is that something you'd normally do?
So a friend went last year and it just sounded so great that I really wanted to go this year. And then an opportunity came available because I wasn't going to be able to go, and then I could go, so I bought my ticket just like that, and I'm off.
Just like that, So what's your going for it?
So I'm going to sleep in my van.
That's the bit I would.
Because there's no, I haven't got a tent. Anyway, sleep in my van, hang out in the big house, have my meals cooked for, meet lots of interesting people, and talk about life. So I'm very excited.
So are there going to be there are speakers.
There are speakers.
Not just talking to each other.
No, I think there's speakers. There's not many people going. There's only like 120
that's
or something.
Quite a lot.
I know.
That's quite a lot. Not many. If we got that at our gigs, we'd be well chuffed.
This sounds...
So
really
I shall report back.
Yes.
So that's my 4th cup that I'm very excited about.
Yeah.
And I haven't been excited about anything for a long time.
Because you can get all the sparkly from there into that cup.
Yes.
Full of sparkles, and then it gives you opportunity to look ahead, because you're bound to get some inspirations from there, aren't you?
That card portrays everything that you've just said, really, doesn't it? Because that's how you've been feeling, and you've seen this thing, and you've gone, I'm going to go there. And I'm just going to do it.
It's interesting that you said that the card, she's bored, because I can remember years ago I went for counselling, and I obviously used that word a lot. She said, do you get bored easily? And I said, I'd never been challenged. And I thought, I do actually. I like to be doing new things. So maybe I do get bored. Or maybe I just move on. I don't know what the...
I had a teacher at school. When I said I was bored, I was in the 6th one. I remember her saying it to me. It stuck with me forever. She said, what did she say? Something like clever people don't get bored. Or did she say... interesting people don't get bored or something. I mean, obviously I'm not interested in the clever bit.
No.
But the concept of why you'd get bored, and actually I don't get bored now, but I think maybe I stagnate a bit.
Yeah.
Surely interesting people are doing different things all the time.
Yeah.
And I say clever people are doing different things all the time.
I think that's good. I know I hear for children, always got to entertain them. Actually, my youngest used to get bored, and I said, just go and sit in your room. We didn't have computers and laptops then, and she'd be so bored, but eventually she'd find something to do. I think if you're constantly stimulated, how do you ever have that gap to find something? That's the other thing about boredom.
Well, and of course people, children nowadays, don't get bored, do they?
Because the parents feel they have to stimulate them all the time.
And they are, because they've always got a device or something that they can look at, so we don't find what we love, because we don't get
there's
bored.
no gap to search, is there?
Yeah.
So, maybe being bored is kind of...
It's not a bad thing.
No.
But I haven't felt bored.
You have a tendency to... Well, either... I don't know if I maybe... Not content?
Not content.
Looking for something else. I'm not content where you're at.
Yes.
Looking for something else, and I see that card as
it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, well, I do love my work, and I'm still very excited about changing, my website and everything that I've got to offer. But in terms of meeting people like us,
chit-chatting away,
I think that's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
And I think all of us want to grow, don't we? And maybe boredom is a sign. It's not boredom for me. It's like, am I being challenged? Am I growing? Yeah. I think that's innate in all of us. And when it's not being fed, then you're not content.
You're not content.
Fulfilled.
Yeah. I must admit, if people say they're bored, I say, oh, please don't be bored. Just because not that it's rude, that's the wrong thing to say, but there's so much you can do.
There is.
You can just sit and look out the window, and that's not boring, is it? So I suppose I can be guilty of telling people off if they say they're bored.
Yeah. So
Cool.
Thank you,
like
ladies. Quite a lot out of my 4 of cups, having not really known what to say about it.
That's right, that's part of it.
So one tea's got welly boots on it, one tea's got a summer buzzy bee, and I've got Father Christmas.
Good. Haha, the King of Cups I have. So, when I do a read, there's a picture of a man, I should say, the King of Cups, and he's looking at his cup, and I don't know, he's looking at it's okay. There's a ship behind him. I don't know, just someone who's full of love. And I suppose for me, I always think that we haven't asked for a subject. I think if someone was asking about when they meet someone or about their partner, then I would say that was about them. But because I haven't asked for that, I would say that's me falling more in love with my new business side, so my male energy, getting more in touch with that, I would say. But also looking a little bit distant, waiting for my ship to come in, because I've done loads of different stuff and I've been getting on with it, but I suppose the bit that I really need to get on with, I'm avoiding it by doing other bits, which is fine, it's all related, but I'm aware that that's the bit where my fear factor is, will that work? So I suppose what I do, I just put it to the side a little bit and I'll see where that comes. But
which bit are you avoiding?
Them advertising the mentorship.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, well he's master of cups, isn't he?
Yeah.
And mastery is in the outside world.
Yeah.
So that card to me is suggesting that you can more than offer that.
I know.
I love that picture as well, because like he is a master or like the leader.
Yeah.
He's the one who can guide everybody else. But he's just dipping his fingers in, and you're just like dipping your fingers in something new.
Yeah.
And like just seeing, and you're just starting to stir that pot and to see what happens. And I always trust that even if you're avoiding, it's fine because you'll have if you try and you'll try to do it now, and it won't work. And then you'll have a moment where you're like, oh, I know how that should be, and you'll like literally do that in about half an hour.
Because I did a 2-hour business mentorship for someone who's done some courses with me. She wouldn't mind me saying Deb, because she's a yoga teacher, but she's now given up her accountancy job to do all of her healing work full time. So she booked a 2-hour mentorship just to look at her business. I don't mean it was easy, but because I'm looking at it fresh, I could spot the things easily where she needed to go. She had a list of questions. At the end of it, I just thought, that was great, video call, that's what I want to do. And she was just so overwhelmed with the information I gave her, even saying to her things like, she don't know how to do reels, use edits. You told me about edits. I thought edits was a app you have to pay for, so you told me about that. Then I passed it on to her. And that's about how the pot goes, isn't it? Passing that information on. But yeah, so she wrote a lovely review. So I feel a bit buoyed in that, so maybe. But that is the bit I know I'm avoiding.
That's how the pot goes, and that's his pot.
But it is cups, isn't it? It's not pentacles or wands or swords.
Love.
It's cups. So it's about love. So it's about coming from you,
Yes.
and it being reflected in the outside world, isn't it?
And I've always known this, that money has a value. And we'll talk about when I say about my first, but I've always known this, that money isn't the be all and end all, and we know that, because that's the money that gives you choices.
Reaching into the things that you really love. And when you sat on that video call, you immediately went, this is what I really love.
Yeah. And it is easy. I want to earn my money easily. I don't want to work hard for my money. I want to earn my money easily.
And
that's not undermining
how many people you can get out to when you're sat.
So much more.
I agree.
Yeah, cool. Shall I ask you to put that on the stand,
Please do.
Thank you very much.
Right. Yes. I've got really hot hands.
I've suddenly gone really hot. It's good to be hot.
Try and shuffle the cards with my very hot, sticky hands.
Perfect, Harriet. Good placement. So your fridge talking.
My fridge talking.
I have a 7.
We should all go, ooh, what we do when someone draws a card. Ooh. So I just show the viewers at home.
Pentacles.
And then for the listeners, I'll let you just.
So, for me, this really represents, 7 of Pentacles represents everything that I have been planting this year. So I think at the beginning of the year, I started to get a much clearer vision of what I wanted my life and my business to look like. And I've been planting seeds along the way. And we had solstice at the weekend, and I made no plans. I did nothing. And I'm really glad I did nothing, because quite unexpectedly, I had these flashes of clarity, really. And I think it was allowing myself, so not booking myself into something. And normally that would totally be me, let's go and do a ritual somewhere, let's go and like gather, but for me it was a real moment of reflection and really acknowledging how far I've come in a really short space of time, but also just seeing my business and my life for what it is and taking out all the faffy bits. So now I feel like
bit of weeding your garden.
That's exactly how it feels, because, and I actually said to somebody this morning, I was like, I've created all this stuff and now I'm uncreating some of it to make space, because I feel like actually, like my website, we all seem to be doing our websites, and my website is too busy and not. I want it to be really clear what I offer. Yeah. Because now I am really clear about what I offer. So stripping it all out. So this Seven of Pentacles is like, and look at what you're making space for, and it's starting to really come to fruition. And I suppose June, so beginning of June, I'd had my website for 2 years. Wow. Can you believe?
Wow.
2 years.
So I always think it's good to try new things, whether you stick at them or not. And if I relate back to a client I had a few years back for the auric field tuning, which is the getting rid of your patterns, she said that she never sticks at anything, so she never tries anything new. And when we look back in her history, we found a memory where her mum had said, oh, you can't join brownies, you won't stick at that. Oh, you're not going to go to that club, you won't stick at that. And when I looked into the memory, it's because her mum didn't have the funds for it. So it's not that she didn't want her daughter to do it, she thought, I can't afford that, is what her thought was. So she said to the daughter, don't do that. So the daughter then believed that she couldn't do anything, or if she did, she wouldn't stick at it. So we removed that memory, and then she's joined in, she's made pottery stuff, she's done art clubs, she's even joined a yoga club, because the memory that was there wasn't a truth, it was just something, a seed that was planted. So that was interesting. So I always say,
two different perspectives, wasn't it? And when you're a child, you don't have the capacity or ability to like see what's going on with someone, so you just automatically assume it's you.
And so what if you don't stick at it? Try something else. And I think gone are the days, I mean, I know we work for ourselves, it's different. Gone are the days where I think you have to pick a career and stick to it. Years ago that was an attractive thing, but I think now, from what I hear from the general public, is that if you've only done 1 or 2 jobs, they don't think you're very able to diverse, whereas if you've had lots of different jobs, they think, oh, you'll be good here. So it's changing opinions.
I'd be great at that. I've literally...
Yeah, you've reinvented yourself over the decades.
But that's what I love about life, and the more you reach into, everything is temporary. Utilise the stuff that is there and the stuff that you love and the stuff that you're interested in when you're in that moment, and just go with it. And my intention for this lunar cycle is flow. So I'm notice that I'm picturing myself a bit like a river. Yeah. And how the river just kind of rolls over the top of rocks and kind of just flows. And I'm like last weekend where I didn't book anything, I'm just going to see what happens. Yeah. And I
do you ever have a fear of missing out, do you think, or is that not you? I can be a bit like that. I have a fear of missing out. I suppose
that's come up quite a few times recently, interestingly, and I feel like I am practicing saying no. Yeah. Because that was definitely me, who, if people were out, I had to be out. Yes. I don't want to hear about what's happened. I want to be a part of it.
And it's worse now with social media, because you can see all your friends having fun and then you're not there.
Yeah, well, I had opportunities come to me where I was being gifted tickets, gifted ways to get
all these tests thrown at you.
And I did really pause and take a deep breath and just go, actually, no. You set this weekend aside for the purpose of setting this weekend aside. So
sometimes that's good though. If something had come up you wanted to, then that's about being discerning whether you take it or not, isn't it?
Yeah, and I knew energy-wise, I felt like it would have been a bit self-sabotage, to be fair. I have been doing a lot of stuff, a lot of fun. Yeah. It's all really great, but I feel like there's a line where I can keep going up and completely burn out.
It's about knowing when enough is enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't always been very good at that.
Well, I was in Lincolnshire from Thursday, and we got back Sunday morning, and then did the floating gong bath Sunday afternoon. So that was like a big crash back from the holiday.
Yeah.
But that was all right. It was nice. Good.
That's when you're really grateful for what you do as a job, isn't it? It's like this is my job.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you were coming back and having to stack shelves at Tesco.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, of course, but that wouldn't be what I want to do.
The physicalness
definitely
of it. Like if you'd been away and then you're having to do, but actually you were just...
And it was nice to be away, because I always remember how much I love being in the van when I get away. I love it. It's like playing little Wendy house. It was hot though for the dogs. We did quite a bit of walking and it was hot. And I went to the same crystal shop that I've been in before in Lincoln, and I found 2 more sets of the 4 amethyst points. So I've now got enough of them, so I just need to find my master crystals.
Is it the crystal shop at the top of the hill?
Yes.
Near the cathedral? I've been in that.
Is the cathedral there? No, it's not in Lincoln. We were
in. Oh, right, okay.
I couldn't tell you because I'm rubbish on that sort of thing. Wherever we were, Louth, I don't know, perhaps it wasn't even there. But anyway, But I went there before, but the woman didn't remember me. I don't care, but that's got... Yeah, but that's where I found the crystal points before. So she said, "Why are you buying them?" Because they're just in a little pot, like they look like nothing in particular. But that's what I'm looking for.
You're looking for them for
another
holographic healing.
And when I get enough crystals, I'll put it out again.
Yeah.
So what were you up to the weekend?
I had I did a solstice event at a privately owned wood in Buxton Heath.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I met Lois through Melissa's yoga, and she started talking about that she'd got some land that she was rewilding and reintroducing animals from rescue centres.
Okay.
So I went along to have a look, just curious, in this sort of springtime. And honestly, it's just like, the trees are just, well, if you like trees.
Trees are trees,
if you
amazing.
like trees.
Yeah.
But you can't hear any kind of human life, and you're just, I think it's 40 acres.
Wow.
And there's a lake. There were a couple of swans on the lake.
Swimmable, the lake?
No, broken wing swans. But it's the first year the swan's been sitting on its nest for 50 days straight. So Lois is very excited, but we're not quite sure what's going to happen. But all sorts of and deer, and no dogs aren't really allowed there because of what she's trying to do. So loved it a lot, and really wanted to do a sound bath there, because sound baths next to water, under the trees, under the big open sky, do rather like an outdoor gong bath. So teamed up with Melissa and Sarah, 2 yogis who do events around here, and we had a Be More Tree event. Nice. So it was yoga and forest bathing, and then a sound bath, and I did some food and Sarah did some food. And it was hot, and there was so much lugging to do, and it always takes so much longer than I think to get ready. Like, I'd done most of the cooking on Friday.
I'll pull a face on that.
Saturday I thought it was just a salad. And I was thinking, I'm supposed to be... In my mind, I was going to have a swim in the river. I was going to go and see my friend Judith before she went somewhere. She's going on holiday for a week to see her son get married. I was going to do all these things, and at the end of the day, like at 2 to 3, quick shower, and lugging things through the gate. Massive ice box, to keep everything cool, chairs, all the gongs, everything. I got there, and I got out of the car, and I remembered why I was there, and we set it all up. It rained. Oh. Who would have thought that? Been so hot, hasn't it? We started doing the yoga on the mat, the heavens opened. It was so refreshing. Nice. But then I was thinking all my sound stuff was out. I was thinking it's all going to get wet.
Oh no.
Anyway, did the yoga, kind of calmed my body, sat with Melissa just chatting by the lake while Sarah did. It was quite funny. People wandered out into the woods barefoot, and then they kind of lay down, so you could just see their brightly coloured, because a lot of people were wearing gorgeous baggy trousers. You could just sort of see their knees poking out of the bracken. There's a bit of tree hugging. There were people there who I've known from living in the village, so maybe 30 years. Some of these people I've known through children, and never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that they'd go to even do yoga or sound.
It's interesting, isn't it?
And at the end of the sound bath, it was so still. People, took a long time to come round. And all of us got so much great feedback. But what I really loved about it was when people say that they've had a really lovely time, but they can't articulate it, they can't put it into words.
Yes. That's
When
the
they're talking
loveliest time of all, isn't it?
Yeah, when they're talking about the sound I don't know, maybe it was the sky, the trees.
Yeah. But that is that complete being in the moment, and there is no description for that, because the moment you start to try and describe the moment,
you make
it's gone.
it smaller, don't
Yes,
you?
definitely,
You label it.
Well, it's
you
a
make
bit
it
like
smaller.
when people say, what is love? It's a feeling, but can you describe it? No,
No,
not really. But
no.
when you experience it as a moment, it's incredible.
But I think you kind of know it, don't you?
know.
Your body, I think this is the whole thing about
Yeah.
why I love yoga and sound together with meditation, is it really, you can't use your mind, can you? And
No.
people experience, kind of knowing, and they get imaginative, creative stuff, visions, lights, colours, don't they? And none of it really makes any sense.
And we're
I
back to, we have so
love
many
that.
distractions that we don't feel ourselves doing.
Yeah.
We're so busy either doing, and then to actually have the opportunity, it's one of those things, isn't it?
Yes.
You just become.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that
will
was
you
lovely.
hold another?
What, in the woods? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to. Maybe August time. I don't want it to properly rain though. That wouldn't work.
As anything with any outdoor event, as we've discovered
Yes.
with our Fairhaven venture, the weather's not good, then it doesn't happen, and that is quite annoying.
But next Wednesday we have got one.
Yeah, next Wednesday's an outdoor garden bath,
But
and
the
the date
weather-
of that is the
1st
1st of July.
It already looks like it will be okay.
It looks like it's okay.
So it might be our first outdoor garden.
Yeah,
So
you
that's
don't-
that's
so
what
you
I've
don't
been
have
up
to
to.
book for that. You can just come along, but you are better to book, because then we know the numbers if we don't.
And you book through Fairhaven.
through
not
Fairhaven. I
us.
have got a
Yes.
page on my website. You can just click it, still goes to Fairhaven's. But
Yeah. So yes, that's what I've been doing.
Nice.
Apart from that, I've been coughing and looking after a shaky dog.
Coughing.
I
Things you need to say.
I had a holographic healing with Ching Yi.
Oh, did
we had
you?
spent
Yes.
a day exchanging treatments, and then we did a couple of people from the village who came to experience it.
Wow.
They had great times. We got great
Nice.
feedback.
Good.
So we were thinking about. I was thinking about starting a youth club until I came to my senses and decided it was far too much. I didn't really want to do that. Ching Yi said, "Well, why don't we start
Of an older person's
an older person's youth club where you
A
kind of do
feeling youthful
where
club.
you do a we want a catchy title, Julie.
Oh,
Maybe
there you
that's
go.
feeling youthful, where we offer people healings. So yeah, we might think about starting that after the summer on
Aiming it more at the parents.
a Sunday.
Do you?
People who are busy and people who, like, I think a lot of our work, people think it's woo. We label it spiritual. What does that mean? But
What does it mean? Yeah.
everyone's spiritual, and
Yes.
when you offer someone, like I say, a sound bath that people can experience
Yeah.
and know, and Reiki, Reiki's one of those things that people, they don't really know what it is, and it's really difficult to explain. 'Cause it's different
Well, the
for
thing is,
everyone.
nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
We're not meant to know.
But when you experience it,
Yeah.
it's a thing, isn't it? And so I'd quite like to, just
Yeah.
get more people to
Experience.
experience it
And
and
that's
see.
the great thing about you doing these events, is because you're creating a space, and I really see it like for what all of us do. And if I'm describing it, that's exactly how I describe it, is that I'm holding a space.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily I'm allowing you to tune in.
I think we create we create the conditions, don't we?
Yeah.
We have an intention. We know what it's not, so we can clear that out.
Clear that
It's
away,
not
yeah.
that.
Don't
It's
talk
not
about
that.
that.
It's not that. It's not that. Like, what is it without all of that? And the wonderful thing is, when you have an intention in that kind of space, it unfolds of itself.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything.
And that's what I've really noticed at Fairhaven
Yeah.
as well, like doing the walking meditations and the drumming circle. There was a lady last week, and when we paused, and I just invited everybody just to listen, just to stand in silence for a minute and just tune into the sounds around them. And one lady said, I just... Because it's uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, people feel
and she was-
embarrassed.
Yeah, and
don't they?
she,
Where do I
she was
look?
like,
What
I
face
just wanted
do I
to
put?
laugh.
Yeah.
And I said, but that's okay.
Yeah, laugh, yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Like it, because it's meant to be happy. It's not meant to be like
No.
serious. But it's interesting.
Yeah.
And by the end, she'd completely snapped out of that mindset, and she was like, "Oh, it's just lovely, just allowing myself to be."
Well, there is a vision, and I always sort of cheekily say, there was the purple cloak wearers that swish about, that's who people think spiritual. I've got all the answers to everything. Well, that's not true. I used to have a purple cloak, but I wouldn't swish around in it. But I thought years ago when I saw like spiritual people at a fair, I thought, oh, they must be so wise and know everything. It's not that they don't, but you don't have to be wise or knowledgeable. You just have to want to feel calm and nice. I think there's no level to it, but sometimes people, like for example, if I went to a Zumba class, I would feel, oh, I need to be a certain way to keep up with the others. That would be me. But if I went to a meditation class, I don't know what it was, I'd be thinking, have I got to sit really still? And I suppose perhaps people don't know enough about. So tonight we are doing a walking meditation. So there's no sitting. Well, it might be at the end, but you're walking. So we were saying, if you're not good at just sitting and being in the moment, come and walk.
And I just think at the moment with generally how the world is, it's busy, it's fast paced, and like many of us don't take those moments to just be and just to find a little pocket of stillness and a little pocket of peace. And when you book into something, you're already setting an intention that actually that hour, I'm just setting that aside to do that.
But then people see it as a treat, and that always annoys me. Oh, I've got to treat myself. No, it's not a treat. It's essential to look after yourself.
Absolutely. And it's that practice, isn't it, of finding that peace in the everyday.
Yeah.
Then, like once you
pockets, though, isn't it?
Once you've got it there, then just start practicing.
Yeah.
There's also a lot on offer, isn't there? And I think you have to find your way in that feels most easy and calm and simple
and
for
who you
you.
like, isn't it? So like by doing events, people can like see you from a distance to see if that's someone they'd want. Because that's how people come for a read, and I say, "Oh, do I know you? Oh, I saw you at a fair. You were at a table." But I've never spoken to them. They get a feeling whether they want to spend that time with you, don't they? So, yeah. So were you going to say what you said something about? You had something that happened. Are you going to tell us now? Or?
So on Monday, reaching into these practices of mindset and finding peace, even in extreme circumstances, I was definitely challenged on Monday morning. So I literally woke up to text messages from my husband about the other car. I have two cars. Realised that car needs to go into the garage. So I switched the cars around on the driveway, and then remembered that I'd promised to take a friend a chair, which was in my garage. So I just pulled one of the cars behind the fence where I live. Luckily, it wasn't majorly in the way of other people's driveways. Ran back into the house, got the chair, came back out, and my car had locked itself.
Oh, yes.
With the keys in the ignition, the engine running, my phone in the car.
It's a Kia, they do that, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So my phone was in my gym bag, and I stood there for a minute and did the... Actually, I think at first I was just a bit confused about the whole situation and a bit like, I don't even know what to do. And then I thought, there's about a quarter of a tank of petrol in this car. It's going to be running for days if I can't get into it.
No spare key in the house?
So I had a spare key, so I went back in.
Just look for them though.
Got the spare key. Spare key doesn't work when the engine's running. It doesn't acknowledge the buttons. And obviously now a lot of cars, for aesthetics,
don't have holes.
They don't have keyholes. So
I'm already feeling anxious. That's not
I'm
my
thinking,
story.
it's okay. Just breathe, because you like practicing getting into that cold plunge.
Yes.
Like remember how you feel in these stressful situations. Just breathe.
Now, can I just say, because the reason you want to do that, why do you want to just breathe?
Because if I'm spiraling, I can't think of the
answers.
answers.
So because you're more resourceful.
It's
a more resourceful state. It's not to bliss
And
out or avoid what's going on. It's to like,
absolutely.
yeah.
I will not find the answers if I'm flapping around the car going, just stop, just let me in.
Why has this happened? Why am I so stupid? Why didn't I think about this?
Irrelevant. It's happened. What am I going to do about it? So I took a couple of deep breaths. Thought, I haven't even got Google. Really shows how much we rely
Use our
on.
phones, yes.
If I can just like Google.
Anyone at home?
iPad indoors.
You on
so
your own?
I have a laptop. I turned that on and put it in, and it just came up with loads of adverts for car locksmiths, and I was like, no, that isn't what I want. And I thought, actually, I'm doing all of this. I am so grateful that my best friend bought a flat across the road from me. So I went and knocked on her door. She was really confused because it was quite early in the morning. She said, I didn't even really gauge who it was. And there's me answering the doorbell going, yeah, I'll come and help you. Who is it?
Who is it? Yeah.
She's like, I'm agreeing before I even know who I'm helping. But I was like, I'm really grateful that that's who you are. Because I thought, she doesn't have to know what to do, but she's got a phone.
Yes.
So at least I can either look up or phone somebody. Because with the car locksmith thing, it's like, call the car locksmith. With what? My phone's in the car.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't do that. So anyway, how it all worked out, she came over, she said that her daughter had done exactly the same. If anybody has this happen, you can pop the little plastic bit off the car handle.
Yes.
And the key bit is underneath it.
Yeah.
I would not have
So
known
like a
that.
hidden key hole under
so
your...
you just push the little plastic bit up, and then you've actually got a manual keyhole. Although when I first tried that, it didn't work. So I just took another breath.
Yeah.
I was like, it's fine. Do it slowly. Don't do the... Just breathe. Just it, and it opened.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm just taking this key and putting it back in the house because I definitely don't want both sets of car keys in this car. But it just proved to me that actually in these situations, through practice, that I am able to watch my thoughts, catch my thoughts before they spiral. But also, like, the gratitude, that I felt for the help. Yeah. Oh, it was so huge.
And how long was that whole incident, do you reckon?
About 10 minutes.
Exactly.
But I still made it to my gym class. So I thought there is no hope in me getting there.
Yeah.
Still made it to the gym class, and it was over. Yeah. So something that I could have quite easily blown up, and even when I got to the gym and I told somebody about it, but I didn't talk about it in like
a drama way.
Oh my God, you won't believe what's happened to me today. And I just thought, this is where my whole reframe comes in, because I'm like, it doesn't have to look like that.
And also, we still have things that go wrong, you know, like you said, suddenly you were like 3 o'clock, got to get there, you know, we're not,
it's life,
we haven't got the answers
No.
to everything, but the answers are there when you give yourself space to
You're
hear
more
them.
resourceful.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good way of looking at that, more resourceful. Yes, I think I'm a solution. I always look for solutions. I'm quite good at doing that.
And that's why the being positive, negative, looking at things as positive and negative. Yes, we don't want to experience negative things, but it is a label, and the more you can be less attached to whether it's good or bad,
right or wrong, all of that.
the thing to remember is that you'll cope. You've got
it was just
you know, like
it had to end somehow. The car wasn't going to stay there eternally.
What do you want to create in that moment? You wanted to, you know, and you able to create your friend helping you and the solution, and
that's good.
Yes,
cars and keys. Yes, the keyless world, isn't it?
It did remind me when Sophia was very little. I actually locked her in the car doing a similar thing.
Moment, isn't it?
But the door just shut, you know, where you have like a little tiny gap, so it shut enough for me to not be able to open it, and she was in her car seat in the car. And again, you know, that was a bit longer because of where we were, but it was all resolved within an hour. And I did say to her, because she's nearly 18 now and she was like 1 at the time, I was like, do you remember when I locked you in the car? And she's like, no, maybe you've forgotten about it because it was so traumatic. Laughing.
I think
she just laughed, and she was like, obviously wasn't that bothered.
I think children's memories are only below 5 because we tell them, I think. I don't know. Childy person,
she had no idea.
But that's going back to your friend who had the things
about
she couldn't stick.
She couldn't stick it.
Sophia in the car was probably fine. She didn't know that she was locked in or that you were panicking. She was just sitting in the car thinking you were flitting about.
because it was so long ago, I remembered a phone number, my mum's phone number, off by heart, and I went into a shop and asked if I could borrow their phone. So even in that moment, instead of like going, I don't know what to do, and I think we went through do we smash a window? I was like, I don't think we need to smash a window. We'll just go and phone somebody and get them to bring the spare key up.
But I literally don't know anyone's number these days. I mean, I know my husband's number ends with 12, but I wouldn't have no clue about his numbers if I had to ring
I
someone.
remember my home phone number
So
from
do
when
I. 898305.
Are they all your PIN codes?
47529.
No, funnily enough, not.
Probably shouldn't have said that out loud, should I? Because now everyone will know why.
Yeah, not my PIN code, but definitely my old home phone number.
Well, so I've had lots of firsts this month. I don't know when to put it by. So talk about manifesting, a little bit about that. So I've got a cold dip at home, and that's thanks to Pippa. I cold dip because she got me into that. So I've been wanting a sauna for a long while, and my poor husband, there's something else that I want him to then put up, because an outdoor one is better, because then you can do your showery thing like you've got there. Keep looking at them. They're about 3,000. I thought, well, it's a bit more than want to pay. Anyway, I joined the gym and swim at Broadland, which is near Filby, and I love swimming. I can swim so easily, and you talk about when I'm swimming, I can't think of anything else, and I love my swimming. And quite often I get a vision of this mermaid dolphin that swims with me. So she hasn't come to visit me at Filby Pool. But anyway, that aside, but what have they got there? A brand new refurbished sauna. So I figured I got what I manifested. And I was talking to someone else about not being attached to how you get the thing you want. So for me, I wanted it to be at home, but actually I go swimming twice a week. I'm in there twice a week. How often do you go in your sauna?
Not very much at the moment.
No, but would you?
3 times?
3 times a week, yeah. So I'm just thinking, well, that's probably all I'd go in anyway. So it's about manifesting. So I got one. So I've gone back to swimming. I haven't gone in the gym yet because I'm a little bit... I feel embarrassed to have a PT session. I will do it eventually, but
quite a few of my friends are having amazing results from PT sessions.
Yeah, I don't want to be. I just want to maintain the strength that I've built up because I'm aware that getting older. Yeah. So that was my first thing, and then something I've done that I never thought I'd do. I'm volunteering at the tea room, the church tea room in Ranworth.
You said you loved it.
So I went in to have a look, is what I thought, and this lady who. A bit like my old aunt, so they remind me in there. Straight away, come in dear, wash your hands, put your pinny on. I was in. I thought I was just going to have a look. No, I was there. But I cannot believe the joy that I got out of, I don't know, playing tea parties, because they've got pots of tea for 2 and you put hot water with it and all the cakes, and it was just people coming in on holiday and they're talking about their holiday, and it was... I came away from there, I was beaming. It was just so joyful.
Did you used to play tea parties when you were little?
Well, my sister had a cafe at Munsley, and I used to help her there sometimes. And we've always, I love tea parties, and even my kids, you know, the teddy bears tea parties and all of that, plastic cups, and Wendy houses, that was me. So I really enjoyed that. And then the second shift I did, the lady who came on there, she's in her 80s. This is what gives you hope that, you know, there's longevity in this world. She had odd earrings on, not by choice, because clearly that's what she thought. They were almost matching, but not quite. But very fashionable. But she was hilarious. We'd only been there about half an hour, and a man come in. She said, "Oh, I'll take my coffee and go and chat to Mr. Apple Pie Man," I think they call him. And she was sat down for an hour talking to him, and she said, "Oh, I don't seem to have done much." It's not busy, to be fair. But I loved it. And then, because they come and sit down, dear, and let's have a little chat. And all they want to do is talk about themselves, which I don't care. But I loved it. It's just great. And everyone's joyful and cheery. And they've got a sum up machine, and because I'm aware of that, because I kept saying, "Do you want a receipt?" And they said, "Oh, we don't do receipts." I went, "Yes, you do. Look, you can offer them on it." "Oh, isn't she a marvel?" So I sort of feel very, very wanted, and I'm enjoying it. But I never thought that'd be anything I'd ever do. Volunteer.
Nice.
It's not because I think I'm above it. I just always thought that if I work, I want to earn money, and it's crazy that my opinion has just changed on that. Really changed. So there you go.
My mum did a lot of volunteering later on in her life, and she just said it was the best work she ever did, because without any of the expectations about what you should do.
Because I wouldn't want to work at the cafe in Ranworth, because I thought, then I'd have to be there on time and stay, and I'd have to do certain things in a certain way.
And also it's the roles, isn't it? If you're volunteering, there isn't really a boss. You're there because you want to be there. You don't have to be there.
But from a longevity perspective as well, so that's the purpose, isn't it? That's given all of you there. you're finding joy and you're like getting curious about each other's stories,
I know,
and
lovely.
it's just bringing all of that together in a really simple way.
And what I'd like to do there, and I've got to speak to the vicar, which was filming with Dread, bless her. She actually knows my niece, who's also a vicar. I want to start a knitting and crochet club there.
Lovely.
So I'm not saying that I'll teach people. I probably could because I know enough about it. But just for a couple of hours, people can come and bring their knitting and have a little natter.
I'd like to learn to crochet, so welcome.
Yeah, because my sister used to run a knitters natter club at her cafe. But the problem with that was you get people sit there on one cup of coffee because she was doing it as her business. Whereas there, if people just buy a cup of tea, which is only £1.60, then
cheaper than Fairhaven.
They do.
Is it open every day then?
It's only open Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and that's
Tuesdays
mainly
and
because they
Wednesdays.
haven't got enough volunteers.
Can you go up the tower as well?
Yeah, you've got the tower's
separate,
to
isn't
that,
it,
but
to
yeah,
the
but a lot of
church,
people come in there having been up the tower. And they're desperate for a cup of tea. Now, I haven't actually been up the tower yet. I need some assistance.
So if I come to crochet, I'll take you up the tower. How's that sound?
I need someone to be patient with
that
me.
Could be a first.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous up
a
there.
Spiral staircase.
No. Parts of it are, but it's more ladders at the
steep
top.
ladders and kind of a bit trapdoory.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay.
But the view's incredible, really incredible.
I've been shown the view on people's cameras, so I feel I've seen it.
I went up there autumn and it was just
because then your was it you had lost his keys or something, didn't he?
That was Derek. I think he's coming back to stay soon. That'll be fun.
But for me, I don't know, and I can't think what the other was. 3 first. I can't think.
Swimming. You went swimming at Fairhaven. You went Fairhaven.
I did open was swimming as well. I love that. So I bought myself a little shorty wetsuit, and I think my daughter will laugh at this.
And your float that you
my float that I
attach around your mat.
And gloves and boots. I love that. I just thought.
Is it quite deep then?
No, it's not. You can stand in it, but you wouldn't want to because there's lots of
silt.
Well, it's not just silt. I think that's the common name for it, but it's full of poo, isn't it, basically? But I had my boots on. But I absolutely love doing that as well. I don't know. And so people say, "Oh, you've changed." Yes, but I love my change, so I don't care that I've changed. I'm enjoying it.
Well, I did a bit of volunteering. Of a different kind. Went to play Scrabble with someone's friend's dad. And yeah, great. I didn't really want to chat. I just wanted to go and play Scrabble. I went there and I've been twice now and it's just funny.
What role is that in then? What, as a sort of just a companion?
I don't know. I think he likes playing Scrabble. I like playing Scrabble. So I decided I'd go and play Scrabble.
I'm only a 4-letter word, or I'm a really boring Scrabble.
I think that.
Well, it was quite interesting because I'd either forgotten or I didn't know that he used to play every day with his wife. So we started our first game. Bear in mind, obviously, I know his daughter really well. She's a good friend of mine, but I don't know him. And then, one of the first things he says is, "Oh, I used to play every afternoon with my partner who's died." And I was like, okay. Keep to the Scrabble. A bit like when you go to Shirok and people want to talk. Should we just dance?
Yeah, I can't hear you.
So, playing Scrabble. And then I was doing quite well and he wasn't. But he obviously plays every day, or used to playing every day, so it was obviously good. And I said, it can all change in like one go, can't it?
Of course, yes.
And I noticed that I don't like it. I feel bad when I'm winning, blah, 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 blah. So I took my foot off the pedal.
Did you feel like you had to reassure him that he might
I said, it'll all change in one go. Blow me if he didn't get all his letters out on a triple or something. So he won. Right? And then I said, that's great. Anyway, I was about to go home. He was, "Oh, we can't go. We've got to play again." I was thinking, right. So 2 games in one afternoon, bit much. Sat down, played again. He made the tea, lovely. And when we were playing the second game, he said, but of course it's not all about winning and losing, because you can play strategically, can't you, so that you can mess up so that someone can't get a triple, or you can like fill in so the board becomes really difficult, or you might not play a long word because that enables it. And he used to play with Pat that together, if they got 700, I don't know if any of you play Scrabble, but 700 is a lot as a joint score between the pair of you. You'd had a good game and they would play for that. So there wasn't a winner and a loser. It took out all the competition, and then it was together.
Though, because it isn't about in partnerships who's winning or who's losing. It's about helping each other. Isn't it?
So I thought that was interesting.
Oh, lesson for life. That's interesting, though. Yeah. But I used to help at mental health day centre for people who came just for the day, and we used to do jigsaw puzzles or craft things. And the greatest was you're sitting side by side to someone because there's no conflict. They'd then tell you, I always get frightened when I leave the house because I have to keep checking the door.
Right.
And then they'd talk about that, and because you're just putting pieces in, all of a sudden they said that they just get up and walk away because they don't want to say any more. But then they've told someone their fear, and then it sometimes makes it go away.
Yeah.
So I did that for a while, but I suppose I was much younger then, and I suppose I preferred to work with people who changed and moved on because that's who I was. But when I look back at that, I think, that was as much as they could do. Yeah. But it's interesting, isn't it? Because I used to get a bit frustrated. I said, well, surely if you've tried it a couple of times, just have it in your mind, you know it's locked. But for some people, that's a real issue, isn't it? And I didn't know that at that time. So change
again. That's definitely been the theme.
Change is the only constant, isn't it? I'm going to look at my watch. Look, we're near. I don't know what time we started.
Yeah,
just
we
after
are. We are at time.
Yeah.
We've talked enough.
We've talked enough.
I hope you've enjoyed us talking.
Yeah. So what we have on the old scoreboards here, we've got meditation tonight. Pippa and I are at Fairhaven. Meditation walk starts at 7:30. £10 per person. If you book your ticket earlier, you can go to round Fairhaven Gardens from 2 o'clock. So go early, have a cup of tea.
Honestly, it's going to be gorgeous there, especially this evening, because it's shady, you're walking through the trees. If you are struggling to sleep in this heat, highly recommend doing this.
Because that will settle you down.
And it'll be nice and cool by the time you leave, and you'll be in a really nice headspace.
That'd be
get
good.
To sleep.
Yeah. And we're going to say outdoor gong bath with Harriet and my good self next Wednesday, the 1st of July, again at Fairhaven. 7:30 start. You need to get there earlier by about 10 past ish because you have to walk with your stuff to the glade. So make sure you do that. That's £15. 4th of July, there's a cold dip club that Pippa will announce on her website exactly where.
Yeah, I think you've heard us talk a lot about cold dipping on this podcast.
Yes.
If you want to come and try it out.
Cold dip. Yeah, Pippa and I were discussing. So mine at the moment is about 10 when I got in. You said yours was 12, but it still felt cold.
Yeah.
But on Tuesday the 30th, which is next Tuesday, we are all going to the beach at Sea Pauling at 7:30. And we probably will take our drums. So if you want to come along and be drummed at.
That's a social event.
All
of our events are sociable, hopefully, but this one is just a gathering. Just a gathering.
Full moon, and it'll be a lovely evening. Down
but can we make it into an event on is it on your page as an event or?
I can set it up as
an event, and then if we're all co-thingies, whatever that is, co-hosts, then we can all share it a bit more.
Can we add it? We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
we might even be able to add it to
logistics. We'll put it on this. Well, we can show it on there. But
there,
if you want to come along to that, bring your cosy, have a little swimmy.
Or your wetsuit.
Wetsuit, will you need it?
Maybe if there's jellyfish.
Oh, maybe.
There has been jellyfish.
There's jellyfish, I'm not going in.
Yeah, I'll definitely have the things on my feet. Yeah, but it'd be nice. You have a paddle, can't you?
And so, it is just an opportunity to get together and have a little
bring
chat.
A flask or something if you want it, but I don't know if the cafe is open till a certain time.
In fact, my friend brought a
little
fire pit as well, so she'll bring that down as well, so we'll have a little fire.
So that'll be parking near the cafe, and then we're sort of walking near there, but we'll try and put that all on there.
Yes.
But so that's probably it for today, laddies and jelly spoons. And thank you all for watching and listening. And as usual, my afternoon job now is getting it on YouTube.
Enjoy the lovely weather. Let us know what you're watering, growing, volunteering for.
Yes.
Or anything.
Or if we've inspired you to try something new.
Yes.
Yeah, Pippa's there.
Thank you to everybody who's watching live.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
There we go, I'm just going to press the end screen. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We'd love you to get in touch with us. Our email address is kitchentablechat88@gmail.com. We welcome your questions or even suggestions for future topics. Also, please share this episode with those that you think may be interested. Thank you for listening. Until next time.